back. It's been a while. I did finish Jingle Bellathon, reading 5 books and filling some prompts. And then I just never got round to filming, talking about it. So didn't go up. So pop a comment down below if you want me to do that. I don't know. It's like the 7th of January now, and I haven't filmed reading wrap up, and I haven't filmed anything, but here we are with my Kirsten Reads Awards from this is my 3rd year in a row doing it. They were obviously inspired by the Goodreads Choice Awards. I basically gave up Goodreads this year, so I only use Storygraph. Yeah, so I don't even know what was in the Goodreads Choice Awards this year because I haven't been watching YouTube, I haven't been checking Goodreads, I haven't been doing anything like that. So I will try and get back out there and watch some videos as well. But for now, I'm just here to tell you about 25 books that I've read this year and that I enjoyed. So overall this year, I read 174 books, which is lower than last year. But my goal for this year was to read longer books on average, because the last 2 years, my average page count has been 319. And I did manage that. My average page count this year was 328 pages. And I'm sure that part of that was just that I didn't count as many short stories, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I did read with a page count of 328 pages. I read about half of them were ebooks, and then 10 audio and the rest print. Most of them were fiction, but I did read more non-fiction this year than last year because I realised I enjoy non-fiction. I often really like the non-fiction I do read, so I thought I should read more of that. So yeah, anyway, here we go. In order to make my editing easier, I'm not going to pop the text here. I'm just going to write a list down below. So if you're intrigued, go down below and have a look. So yeah, 2025, 25 books I read and enjoyed. So favourite fantasy, this was my most read genre of the year. Human Rites by Juno, Dawson. It's the final in the series. It feels like everything is coming together and everything, there's like a final conflagration and then it all kind of collapses and then there's closure and conclusions. And it's funny, there's magical civil service, there's a whole lot of Lucifer and time shenanigans, and it's just a great book. Favourite sci-fi? What If Wanda Maximoff and Peter Parker Were Siblings by Seanan McGuire. I absolutely bloody love this, about found family and food and the meaning of love. Absolutely loved it. And I'm not a big superhero person, as you may or may not know. But yeah. Favourite weird? Sorrowland by Rivers Solomon. This is when the protagonist escapes from a cult into the woods. There's a whole lot of bio weirdness, biopunk, steampunk, feminist punk. There's a whole lot of punk. And yeah, it's a great book. Favourite retelling? The River Has Roots by Amal El-Mohtar, which is a retelling of the book, the folk song The Trois Sisters, but it's a lot more positive about the female relationships in the song, and it's just really sweet. Favourite horror? Chlorine by Jade Song. There's swimming, there's mermaids, it's a total disaster area. It was beautiful, it was horrific, it was sad, it was maddening. Yeah, everything you could want. Favourite haunted house? The Reformatory by Tananarive duo. This is a historical horror. It's set in a reform school. It's about, as you'd expect, racism and the shit things that white adults do to black children. Favourite thriller? Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. Claudia's friend Monday's missing, and there's a whole like spiraling outwards. I really love the structure of this book. And it's a mystery, and just getting into Claudia's head is just... Favourite crime, As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. This is the third book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. The second book was a bit slow in that kind of middle of a trilogy kind of way, but this one really picked up pace, and it went in directions I was not expecting. It bounced all over the place, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. But you do have to read the first two first. Favourite romance, I've got My Love to Keep Me Warm by Mariama J. Lockington. It's a fake date, cozy Christmas with two girls from completely different worlds, kind of learning to meet each other in the middle of their crush. Favourite comedy, Time of the Cat by Tansy Rayner Roberts. I love Roberts' writing, and she's so delicate and so... but this is What If the Chronicles of St. Mary's Had More Cats, which, no notes. Favourite historical, The Colour Purple by Alice Walker. Favourite contemporary, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Again, perfect book. Favourite poetry, The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. This is one of my set texts from my university. It's a story about a boy learning who he is in himself and coming out and getting into drag. And it's a verse novel, and it's just brilliant. With an honourable mention to A Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, which is another verse poetry about generational trauma and personal ghosts. Favourite non-fiction, Jesus and John Wayne by Kristin Kobez Dumez. I feel like I've been talking about this book all year. It's fantastic. It's like, how did we get here from there? And what even are Christians thinking when they go so far away from core Christian tenets? And it's written with such compassion as well. Yeah, definitely recommend. With an honourable mention to The Backyard Bird Chronicles by Amy Tan, which was a lockdown project. She took up bird watching. She's a brilliant artist as well, and so it's got her own drawings, and it's just her learning to birdwatch. It's just really sweet. Favourite memoir, In Order to Live by Yeonmi Park. This is the story of Park escaping from North Korea, and it's everything you'd expect from that. Favourite classic, Ulysses by James Joyce. I can't believe it took me so long to read this. And I couldn't decide whether to just enjoy the language and just like eat it up with a spoon, or whether to go slowly and appreciate all the nuances. And eventually I just decided, I can just keep going round and round and read it as many times as I like. Favourite graphic novel, Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker, which is lesbian love with parents and wolves and cakes, and yeah. Favourite anthology, Out of the Window to the Dark by Marianne Womack. It's dark, it's uncomfortable, it's beautiful. Favourite children's books. I read a lot of children's books, so I'm got too. I read a lot of American Girl books. So I'm giving you for historical No Ordinary Sound, a melody classic by Denise Lewis Patrick, which is 60s in Detroit. It's about racism, it's about civil rights, it's about music, Motown in particular. And Contemporary McKenna by Mary Casanova. McKenna is struggling. She's struggling physically, she's struggling mentally, and it's all about her learning pride in herself. Favourite audiobook, Sister Song by Lucy Holland, read by Robin Holdaway, which is another retelling of the Trois Sisters. And Holdaway is so great at just like acting their way through the book, and they are such a great choice for a book in which one of the main characters is also MB. And it's about sisterhood and the way men get in the way, and yeah, it was brilliant. Favourite book published in 2025, For Duck's Sake by Donna Andrews, and this is the 37th, I think, in a cozy crime series about a blacksmith in West Virginia solving crimes, and I just found this one particularly enjoyable, so yeah, it's in the list. So that is my 25 books. I'm not saying they're the best books I've read, I'm saying they're the ones I enjoyed the most. And let me know if you enjoyed any of those, if you get any recommendations on the back of those. And also let me know if you'd like to see a rundown of my Storygraph summary for the year. But hopefully I will be watching you guys. I'll see you soon, and hopefully I'll be back with you at some point. Bye.